You have to really play it 10 times more than what a man would have to. You have to think about it a little bit more.
Doesn't it suck though how you have to work so much harder and a man is just great because he's got something in the middle of the legs.
Oh God, no.
We have something more powerful in the middle of our legs.
Yes, we do.
From VH1 Love and Listings, we have a fierce Latina and an even more fierce realtor, Samantha Barretto.
Thank you for having me.
I love being around strong, powerful women, and I feel for you because I was in the fitness industry forever and it was very male dominant. And every time I'd beat them in sales, it was like, because she has hair, because she has boobs. It's like, no, I'm a shark. I can play the Shark Tank, right?
Yeah.
How have you overcome the machista experience in that world?
Well, I mean, it is very male dominant, but there's so many beautiful women that are successful in that, in real estate. And so looking to them and just kind of asking them questions. I had a mentor for 3 years prior to being on my own who was a very dominant female agent. And she kind of just taught me how to speak to clients. You always have to be professional. Like, you can never dress a little sexy. It's like, you have to really play it 10 times more than what a man would have to. You have to think about it a little bit more.
Doesn't it suck though how you have to work so much harder and a man is just great because he's got something in the middle of the legs.
Oh God, no.
We have something more powerful in the middle of our legs.
Yes, we do.
In fact.
Yeah, I mean, it does, like, I don't even think about it. It's just kind of our role, and I don't think, I never really compare myself to men. Oh, men don't have to do this. It's just like, this is what I have to go out and do, and this is what it takes to get the job done, so this is what I'm doing.
What a great state of mind, though. I mean, you kind of have to, like you said, just focus on what you're there to do, and it is hard because, you know, you're going to get a lot of the haters, even in any industry, I'm sure, right? But just always that male, female, and, you know, right now with women becoming more powerful, I feel like men are starting to put their guards up even higher. And I feel like we have to work 10 times harder to be looked at as the same. It's like, why can't you just be looked at as an amazing realtor?
Yeah.
You know?
I walk into a room though, like with that confidence, I am an amazing realtor. I'm going to get this listing.
Yeah. And
so,
she gets the listing.
And I get the listing. Not all of them, I will say, but I do have a high closing ratio. But
Nice closer. Closers in the house. That's.
And about the show, what was the best thing that happened with you after the show is live now? What happened? What's the best thing?
The self-awareness that came from it, because for the first time I'm seeing myself, like, from actually seeing myself, you know, I never really look at myself. So when it's interesting because there's so much like self-love that you have to have because you're going to critique yourself. You're yourself's biggest critique. And so it's like, I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way that I sound. And I have no control with how they're cutting the show. So sometimes I'm like, but I don't really overreact that way all the time, but they made it seem like I really overreacted. So when you hear those comments on social media and I'm like, okay, I know who I am, and you know, you just can't really listen to those comments of people being so invested in the show, but I love that. I love that they believe in the character that you portray on TV. Yeah. But I would say the biggest thing that came out of everything and watching myself, we're 3 episodes in, is like, I'm like, okay, my self-confidence, I just said I had self-confidence walking into a listing, but self-confidence watching myself on TV and having all these people talk about me on social media is,
I love it. She's practicing self-love.
Yes.
So being in the show, when you, was it what you thought it was going to be, or is it just completely different? Like, you thought, oh, it's going to be this?
It's definitely more dramatic than I thought. So I knew that while filming, there was a lot of drama that was taking place. And we're on VH1. VH1 is definitely a dramatic network. And we're realtors at the same time. So when I was pitched the show, I was like, great, I'm going to be a realtor. They're going to show me closing deals. And there's going to be a little bit bit of that drama, you know, it is a television show, but now that I'm watching it, I'm shocked sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, there's so much drama, you know? It's great for TV. The viewerships love it. We have great ratings. VH1's are very excited with our ratings. But I just was kind of thinking it was going to be a little bit more of $1 million listing where it was like you actually see all the real estate transactions take place. But I love it though. It's a really good show. You guys have to.
We have to
tune in.
And how do you feel now to be like a role model to these Latina girls that are watching that? They're seeing you empower, they're seeing you close deals. Yeah. How do you feel about being that inspiration?
I love it. Like, it's really I'm a passionate person, and so I've been dreaming and writing about this. I'm a big writer. I journal all the time about having a platform where I can inspire others. So to be on TV and then have people see that I am a closer and that I'm like in a business.
Powerful.
But yeah, and more than that, like being on platforms like this, being able to go to schools and talk to little girls about my career and how to make it as a woman in this industry, you know, brown, beautiful woman.
Yes, of course.
It's not easy. So I can't wait to like even talk even more about my journey and inspire more.
And what's your vision? Do you want to have kind of eventually like some kind of philanthropy with it?
I actually am very involved in the community already. Like I give back 10% of my commission. So I have this movement called Give Back 10. So 10.
Yes, I remember I read that.
Yeah.
So the 10%.
So I give 10% of my commission to charity. I used to do it where it was like 10% of my client's choice. And I really enjoyed that because you get to see what they're passionate about. But more recently, I've been building relationships with nonprofits. So I've been kind of just donating towards them. I donate to foster kids, homeless. Yes, right? So yeah, philanthropy is like, it's my purpose in life. So I will definitely continue to be a philanthropic woman.
So lucky to hear all this so that more women do, you know, what you're doing, you know, follow your footsteps and just feel inspired by what you're doing. I think it's incredible.
Thank you. Thank you.